Hello there, let's take a look at some dangerously bold colours from Violette's second collection for Estée Lauder, La Dangereuse. Violette is the French makeup artist behind one of my favourite YouTube channels where she shares quick tutorials in her favourite bars and cafes around New York. What I love most is that she has fun with makeup, mixing high-end and drugstore brands, low-key and strong looks, and always has a sophisticated, elegant approach. YouTube is only her hobby though because she's first and foremost the global beauty director of Estée Lauder, and her love of glowy skin and bold colour is bringing new life to the brand. Her first collection, Poppy Sauvage, launched in April 2018. I'll leave my separate review of those products linked down below. Her second collection, La Dangereuse, launched in England before the rest of the world last October, so I was lucky enough to grab a couple of pieces in London on the very first day. As always, I didn't buy the whole collection, just focused on products I knew I would use and love. This winter collection is heavier and more dramatic than the first, based on rich, velvety fabrics. There's a fascinating video of Violette in the Estée Lauder lab developing these shades. No surprise that I was more drawn to the reds. The 8-colour eyeshadow palette Amour Amour is the hero piece for me. It means love, love, of course, and Violette says the colour mood celebrates exactly that. The palette contains 3 sparkle, 2 matte, and 3 pearl shades. Luckily, both the sparkle and pearl are incredibly smooth. To me, the texture of these shades is just as impressive as the shades themselves. Her last palette, Les Nudes du Soleil, had a beautiful rose gold colour, but the glitter formula didn't feel very smooth to me, but the Estée Lauder team have taken these formulas to the next level. They got the fabric memo from Violette and nailed it. My dream colour palette in a palette, basically. The sparkle shades are more glittery and a bit more loose. Unfortunately, the mattes are a bit patchy on me when swatched, so let me know if you've tried them. Maybe I just got unlucky swatching here. I found they do apply more evenly than this on the eye, and I've seen much better swatches elsewhere. Violette also created a new glitter pot in this collection, and even though I loved the stunning coppery gold colour, glitter, let alone loose glitter, is just not my friend. I can't stand seeing it everywhere for days. Oh, this rich mustard gold shade is amazing, by the way. Definitely a surprise favourite. The trio along the bottom here are some of my favourite shades. Super pigmented and metallic, but also subtle if you just apply a light layer. I get a lot of questions from viewers about eyeshadow palettes, as many of you say you find them a bit intimidating. But they don't have to be. Just because there are 8 shades does not mean you have to use them all at once. More often than not, I'm drawn to a palette because I love the overall colour family and the look of the shades individually, and I wear them alone all over the lid. Also, just a quick note that the palette itself is actually cardboard, not plastic or metal, with a magnetic closure. The Deluxe Eye Crayon in Sly and Sultry is a super creamy eyeshadow pencil that can be smudged all over the lid on its own, used as a chunky liner, or as a base underneath one of the powder eyeshadows. This is a coppery rose gold shade, lovely smoky look that catches the light and makes green eyes pop in particular. You can see it's a much lighter, pinkier tone than the dark browny Terre d'Or shade from the last collection. The palettes in this collection steal the spotlight, but the eye gloss in Sheer Scandal is just as much of a star to me. An eye gloss like this adds luminosity to your eyes like a luminizer or highlighter would, just in a more glossy, dewy way. This one has a slightly blue meets pink holographic look, nice and light to apply, not greasy or sticky, and it can be used alone to make your eyes pop, or added on top of eyeshadow to really lift it. You could add it on your cheekbones too, I guess. The last collection contained this little pot called Soft Glow, so here's a quick comparison. They're very, very different. Soft Glow was an incredibly subtle balm with very little tint, so it basically looked like you'd added a bit of lip balm or dew to your face, not an obvious highlight at all, but the eye gloss is thicker, glossier, and really catches the light in a much more obvious way. I'd love to hear if any of you have been having fun with this collection. I'm sure some of you went for the blue palette instead of the red, or maybe both. Please share your thoughts if you've tried these or why you gave them a miss. I'm so pleased for Violette that this launch was such a success, probably even more so than her debut collection, and I can't wait to see what she does next. She's about to have her first baby soon, very exciting, so there might be a bit longer wait than usual. All the best, Violette. Thanks for watching. See you next time.